trust the process.
All right, let's move on to the next series. We have the 3 seed Philadelphia 76ers, the 6 seed Brooklyn Nets. These two teams 2-2 on the season series. But Joel Embiid is questionable heading into this weekend. Are we ripe for a little bit of an upset maybe, or is Philadelphia going to blow by Brooklyn with no problem?
This one, to me, a friend asked me this the other day when the matchup was set. And I don't want to be a contrarian, but I think Philadelphia is going to probably get this in probably five games. I think it's going to be a lot less competitive than people think, unless, of course, Embiid can't play. But I think that's more of just some gamesmanship. And, he is questionable, but I think he's going to go out and, an 85 to 90% Joel Embiid is going to really, take care of things, take care of business in this series. I love Brooklyn. I love what they've done. I love their coach. I'm a big D'Angelo Russell fan. Been a huge fan ever since he was in college. Just loved watching the guy. Thought his vision was great. I just love that. His lefty, with the finishing at the rim, his mid-range game. But I just don't think that they're going to have enough kind of wing depth and talent. You've got Jared Dudley playing big minutes. You've got Karuk's playing more. Like, you've got guys that aren't really proven in the league. I mean, Dudley proven, but, on the last leg of his career. So I think you're going to see a lot of these guys Philadelphia has legitimately 4 all-star level players. And I think you're going to see some of those guys pick up the slack, and they're going to stagger them in different ways to where maybe Jimmy Butler is running with the second unit more often in some of these games to pick up some slack.
I will say I think Philadelphia probably wins the season or the series pretty easily, but the chemistry issues I feel like should be a concern. Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, Embiid constantly on and off the floor. These guys haven't played together a whole lot. Not a lot of minutes together playing. Like, is there any concern that they get deep into these series and these guys don't have any chemistry? They haven't played together long enough.
That's a very good point to bring up. I mean, they haven't necessarily seemed to all click very often since they came together, and they're not necessarily your prototypical starting lineup. I mean, you've got tons of length, tons of everybody's a decent. I mean, well, not everybody. I don't know what I'm saying. Ben Simmons, but Tobias Harris is a really good shooter. Embiid's shown that he can stretch it. Jimmy can used to be pretty solid. It's been weird. It's been you could just almost like you want to squirm in your chair a little bit sometimes when you've watched them or seen some box scores as well. So, going back to what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, I really wish that they could have held on to Landry Shamet, because I really feel like he would have been a difference maker in the playoffs, just being another player off the bench to come in and provide some offense, or at least some, somebody you had to pay attention to. But like I said, still think that, maybe it goes to 6, but Brooklyn wins a game or 2 at home. But I really think Philadelphia kind of shows their power here. And I don't think those chemistry issues are going to come into play until the second round, really.
Philadelphia should win pretty easily, but Brooklyn definitely playing with house money. Mm-hmm. I don't think a lot of people saw them making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, and the 6th seed, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. I know 6, 7, 8 is kind of bumped right up together there, but still, I mean, that's something to write home about. Like, that is an achievement for this team. So you're right. They're playing with house money. They're going to come in ready to just knock some heads and ready to take some shots at these guys. So it'll be a fun series. That'll be one of the ones I'll be watching.
I have a basketball obsession. It's really embarrassing.